It's me. Yeah. I've left comments on just because I'm feeling optimistic. So I'd rather leave them on because it's nice when you get genuine people talking. When genuine people talk, it's really nice. But if people start doing all the really nasty ones, then I'm just gonna bounce and I'm gonna come back on with them off, because they don't care about it. It's just like you get other people coming on here and they don't need to see that crap. That's not what YouTube should be about. YouTube should be about a supportive community. If you've got nothing nice to say, you know where to leave. So, well, I hope you know where to leave. If you don't, I can help you. Got a new bed. I got a £500 mattress. Well, it was like an £800 mattress, but it was reduced to 500. So if you see it, you can see how it's got like this massive sheet on it. See how thick it is, and it's brand new. I only got it yesterday, and it's if you look here, you see it says Paralympics Great Britain, and then it says here Dreams. So it's a £500 mattress. It says Team Great Britain on this side. I don't know why I think it's because they must have been a sponsor. So it says Dreams there, then Team Great Britain there. So I think it's like they must have been one of the sponsors. Just tripped over my beanbag. But yeah, it's like a thick mattress. I feel like really high up when I'm sitting on it. I've got brand new pillows as well, loads of pillows. So I feel really high up. And it's a firm one, it's got memory foam on the top, and it's got memory foam on the top, but it's a spring one, so it's a combination. Whew, I'm out of breath now. Out of breath from that. Let's see if you can beat those chasers. Hi, how are you? I'm going to play guitar in a bit. I originally just had these without a pedal board. I had them just sitting here, and then I thought I may as well put them on a pedal board. I'm just using this tiny amplifier. The reason I'm just using that is because of my neighbours. So because of neighbours, it's just polite. I don't actually know what's on TV. This is obviously public domain TV, so it's not an issue. I normally watch 21. 21 is 5 USA. I can't believe it's after 9 o'clock. Crazy. It's almost time for my medication, so. But yeah, it's after 9 o'clock, so. This is what I always watch. I always watch 5 USA just because it's like you get CSI, but I don't think you get CSI anymore. You get NCIS, with Gibbs and that, and Ziva David and Anthony DiNozzo. They're like my heroes. But what I've been watching lately is on my new phone, which is a Graphene OS phone. If you don't know what Graphene OS is, you need to know what Graphene OS is. It's, if you think iPhone is secure, it's not secure. See if I restart it. See if I restart it here. See it load up. Oh, hold on. I'm like, wait. Oh, there we go. You'll see it. So see it's loading an alternate operating system. Graphene operating system. It's the one that police don't like because they can't hack it. So you get drug dealers that use Graphene OS, and you also get people that are just like respect their privacy and don't agree with mass data collection from money-hungry companies like Google. And it's funny because it runs on a Google Pixel, but it's completely de-Googled. There's no Google apps on here at all. There's nothing on here at all. And they've thought of everything. There's even a duress password, A duress password is a password, but say you got kidnapped and they ask for your PIN. You would, instead of giving them the PIN to get on your phone, you give them the duress password. And when you give them the duress password, they type it in. It instantly makes the phone data unavailable permanently, and it powers the device off and wipes it. So if if you're in a hostage situation, or you're doing something you shouldn't be or whatever, and someone wants to get on your phone, you just give them that duress password. It wipes the phone. It's basically Android 16, but it's like a hardened version of it. I have to type my PIN in. But I believed in Apple. I thought Apple for years and years. I used to tell people, oh, Apple is the company you want. It's got this thing called Auditor, and you can check whether the source code of the operating system has been tampered with. So that's a really cool thing. What else is there? I mean, if I go to settings, and I go to security and privacy, device unlock, see duress password. So if I click it, I'll have to put my PIN in quickly. Hold on. And it says duress password can be entered instead of the user password in any place that asks for it, such as the lock screen, blah, blah, blah. Submitting the duress password will immediately make the storage contents permanently inaccessible, delete all eSIMs, and then power off the device. So, normal Android phones don't have that. Apple doesn't have that, and it's also, they have this thing, like police and governments and things have this thing called Celebrite. Celebrite is a machine that can get onto just about any phone, including most iPhones. And it cannot get onto Graphene operating system. It can't get on there. Graphene operating system it's free. It's free. All you need is a Google Pixel device, and you can install it very easily using their website on your phone. If you want a private phone, I'm just saying this to support Daniel McKay. He was the guy so I'll flip this back. He was the guy that came up with Graphene OS after he left Copperhead operating system. And he made this incredible, and that's why you see Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden tweeted out, if I'm going to design a secure cell phone, I would use Daniel McKay's Graphene operating system as the base operating system. He then posted another one saying, I use Graphene OS every day, and he's a cybersecurity expert. He worked for the NSA. His threat model is incredible. They want him dead. They want him extradited to the UK to be killed. That's what all the politicians in America are saying, that he should be hanged for espionage. And I mean, all he did was tell the world. Most of you all know about it. There was a film about him. He collected lots of documents from the NSA about mass surveillance. And this mass surveillance, they always say, oh, it's just for pedophiles and high-risk criminals. That's not true. That's just the thing they say so that you and me think, oh, okay, that's fine. We hate pedophiles. We want them caught. But it's not true. And Edward Snowden showed that fact. He stole hundreds of thousands of documents from the NSA, fled to Hong Kong, then fled to Russia. He was in jail for a year. Vladimir Putin granted him citizenship, and he released all those papers to Julian Assange from WikiLeaks. And it just goes into detail. It's not just terrorists. It's not just pedophiles that they're watching. They're watching everybody. He released a book called Permanent Record. And they are keeping a permanent record on every single person. So your mum who's never committed a crime in her life, all her calls are being logged. They want to know who she's in contact with. They want to know who everyone's in contact with. And now we've got the facial recognition cameras. We've just seen on the news today that they want to put us to have digital IDs on our phones. Do you know what I mean? Do you trust the government with your data? I don't. Not after seeing Edward Snowden's stuff on WikiLeaks. You can go and see it now on WikiLeaks. It's horrific. They were doing mass surveillance on everybody. it's a really scary time right now for freedom of speech, for privacy. You know, I feel your phone is your phone. If you've committed a crime, police should be able to get to the bottom of it. They shouldn't have to log every call you make and spy on you. You know what I mean? It's the intrusiveness of that outweighs, you know, one paedophile. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that everybody should have to suffer because of one person or two people. You know, there must be other ways they can do these things. So, but yeah. So you need to get Graphene OS. It's free and it's so good as well. It's like epic. It's really like user friendly. So yeah. Wobbly Life. Is that a game? I'll stop ranting now. I just went off. I'm just really excited about Graphene OS and Daniel McKay. I think he's one of the heroes of our generation. He's actually retired from Graphene OS due to stress and mental illness. You know, because the people at Copperhead, where he worked before him, and they were swatting him. You know, sending SWAT groups around to his flat, which he said was a murder attempt. You know what I mean? Don't tell me my comments are froze because I'm going to bounce. I'm just going to bounce and go on to another. I'm going to go on my Graphene phone, and I'm just going to go on another live platform somewhere else because I think me and Google have had our day in the sun. You know, they've treated me unfairly. I have a phone here, not the Graphene one, because it's a Motorola. This phone, and let me show you something. I was viewing YouTube. I was viewing YouTube, yeah, and just watching videos. I was watching that Explore With Us. If you've not seen it, you probably have. Explore With Us. It's a channel, and they go over like police body camera and stuff like that, and it's so good, you know, because I always support the police, and you know, because I'm pro police, not pro surveillance, but that's not really the police, is it? Screenshots. This will blow your mind. There we go. Do I have to turn it to the side? Is it going to work? Okay, I might have to zoom in a bit. There we go. So if I turn the camera, so it was like that. It was side. See, there's my buttons at the bottom. It said your IP is blocked by YouTube. Well, why is YouTube blocking my IP address? They shouldn't even know I have this phone. They shouldn't know I have this phone. I don't have YouTube on it. I don't even have Google Media Services on it, and they've blocked it. They've blocked my IP address. I've got about 10 of these. I'll find another one now. It went on for ages. They were blocking my IP address. And I'm thinking, well, you don't need to sign in to watch a YouTube video. So why would they block someone's IP address randomly? They don't do that. They don't randomly block people's IP address, do they? But that's what they did with me. So don't tell me I can't find any more. I had about 10 of them. Let me try a different folder. I've got loads of like my videos and everything. But this is not my main phone. This was a phone I thought was fair, but it had this thing called PAX. Motorola has this thing called PAX. And PAX is a mobile device, oh God, mobile device management system. And see, that's what I'm doing at the moment is I'm recording. I'm recording my own music now. Oh God, sorry. I'm recording my own music now, but it's not going too well. But I'll get there. What am I looking for? Open camera. No, it's not there. Download. Is it there? No, it's not there. Screenshots. It must be in screenshots. But yeah, it's just crazy that they're blocking my IP address because they're like, why? What did I do to you? Why are you blocking my IP address and not allowing me to watch music videos on YouTube? You know, you don't own the videos. You know, people have uploaded these videos for other people to watch, and you're blocking my. It's a shame you don't know the IP address for my Google Pixel, because I use YouTube every day on there via a front end. So I'm very glad you don't know my. You can't block me on there too. And I wonder why they're doing it when I got 380 followers. Always followed the rules. Never ever. I respected my page, you know. So I was never gonna like do anything bad, you know. I was just, you can see my channel, like it's always been, you know, pro YouTube. I mean, there was a lot of things where they were I'd have 2,000 views and they put it at 7. That offended me, but it would offend anybody. Why are you doing that? It felt personal. It was personal, and I don't understand why. You know, if I was talking about terrorist stuff, okay, you can obviously censor that. If I'm talking about sexual stuff, anything sexual, yeah, you could censor that. But when I'm just doing a stupid music channel and with a positive message of music against hate, why would you censor that? I don't understand. And why would you not allow me um, the same opportunities that every other person who joins YouTube to upload videos? Why do I have to be treated differently to them? That's what I didn't understand. They never gave me a reason. I contacted them incessantly. So what I'm doing now is I'm buying a DMCA, copyright resistant, censorship resistant web hosting, which is based in a country in Panama. So that and it's used for whistleblowers and people reporting dodgy stuff. I'm just wanting to do a music blog. So it's ridiculous. I'm having to go to extremes that nobody else has to just to do a stupid music blog. You know, it really is ridiculous. And I'm going to share my stories of what happened on YouTube. I'm going to share them my IP. I'm going to share them. You know, I've got about 10 photos that are blocking my IP. I know where it is as well. It's in my Wi-Fi thing because I could put an SD card in it. So I put all the photos on there. So they are there. I've got about 10 of those ones where it says your IP has been blocked by YouTube. YouTube doesn't do that. YouTube doesn't just go, right, this number, this number, this number, we're going to block that number. We don't know who it is, but we're just going to block it. They don't do that. I mean, come on, get real. They don't do that. Everyone knows they don't do that. See how the chat stopped? That's another censorship thing they do. So I'll screenshot that. So that's another censorship thing YouTube do. I came on here just for a laugh because like the 380, I thought there was a small part of me that thought they might be fair, but then I realised no, of course they're not going to be fair. So what I'll do is I'll cut off. I'll be right back. I'll come straight back on. Okay.